pal, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. I cannot wait to show you my thrift haul, everything that I got for the beginning of the new school year, the new homeschooling year. I got a lot of things, lots of games, lots of activities, many different types of books that we will be using for my 4-year-old and my toddler, not just now, but for many years to come. And that is why this deserves its own video. My previous video that will link in the description and in the tags will be all of the things that I got for this homeschooling year. My mega haul from all the different places, Amazon, Target, Walmart, etc. That is in my previous video, so go check that out after this video. But I cannot wait to show you everything that I got. Starting off, I did just get this massive 3-ring binder, and I wanted one that was super big because I have just finished her science learning binder, her science busy book, and I did not have a binder big enough to fit all of the different pages in it. I do have one binder that already fits her preschool learning binder with all of her basic learning objectives in there, math, reading, letters, all the shapes, things like that. But I needed another one for her science binder. So that was necessary, and I did not want to spend exorbitant amounts of money for something that someone maybe used one time. And then we're gonna move on to some of our books and then get to the games. So for our books, this is a book that my husband's really going to love going through with my 4-year-old. Maybe towards the end of this school year, she will get to it. I think she will start it this year. I'm not quite sure, but it is Coding for Beginners using Scratch. Now, my husband is a programmer, and so I am solely relying on his expertise in order to teach her how to code, but I'm sure he will want to do that, and I think she is expressing interest already in learning how to do that, so that will be exciting. Also, I wanted to find some books that they can read together that are like special daddy-daughter books, things that my husband is interested in, like Star Wars, so that was a good find. And we are also attempting to be a bilingual family. My husband does speak Spanish. I don't really. I would like to, and I've learned a lot, but I'm trying to teach my daughters, and so we have a few more both English to Spanish books. So my dad is great. My papa es estupendo. Don't laugh at me. If you are a native Spanish speaker, I am sorry. If any of my in-laws are watching, please forgive my pronunciation. But anyways, so we also have this search and find book that she loves those type of books. So anything that I can find that has either all Spanish or both in it is a great find for me. Also, my daughter wants to be a chef, and we spend a lot of time in the kitchen, so we found this Kids in the Kitchen cookbook, and so she asked me to cook together almost daily. So I'm really excited to show this to her. She hasn't seen it yet, and I think she's really gonna love it. So she will probably just point because there are not any pictures, but this is a great way for us to bond and for her to build those skills if she still desires to be a chef one day. But also we do a lot of math and chemistry in the kitchen, so good find. We also got a lot of workbooks, things that were not filled in. So we got a spelling workbook to practice our spelling. We are not quite to this stage yet. She can spell a couple of words with a lot of time, but I think by the end of the year we are going to be getting to the spelling. We also have a math workbook for kindergarten 1, and she gets math fairly well so far. She can do addition, subtraction, and she's doing fractions pretty well, so she's easily in this kindergarten phase, and so there's just a lot of different activities in here. We don't do a ton of workbook work, but she does fly through them as soon as I hand them to her. So if she knows the instructions, then I will likely not have that workbook to go through ever again if I hand it to her and just walk away. So not that she doesn't love them, but we just do a lot of different activities. But I'm glad to have a couple extra, including this one. This one is World Countries. There's different ones here. So we are going to be doing a lot of geography this year, studying different cultures around the world. Cultural representatives are coming back from at Disney. Wow, excuse me. Cultural representatives are coming back to Disney, and so we're going to be doing a lot there as well as just at home. So she gets to learn a little bit about the country. There is some of the language that is primarily spoken at in the country. It's coloring. She has to practice her handwriting, things like that. We also have some books that we can add to like our Bible lessons. So I talk to God about how I feel, and then again, both in English and in Spanish. That's why I picked this one. And we have a children's treasury, and that's just a lot of different stories, as well as J is for Jesus, an Easter alphabet activity book. And so anything that has letter, this is just gold here. I haven't gone through every single one of these books, so I hope they're all fairly accurate, but so far, I'm excited. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Jordan Ashley. I am a Disney homeschooling mom that works at home so that I can make my dream of being home with my kids a reality, so that we can learn together, explore the world together, build family bonds, and learn just about anywhere. That includes Disney World, hence the Disney homeschooling mom. We also learn on all of our family adventures, etc. And it is so fun. I'm so thankful that you are here. If you want encouragement, inspiration, and equipping resources to help you on your homeschooling journey, or even just your intentional motherhood journey, I share ways that I work from home, as well as a lot of homeschooling tips and resources that have really helped me. So if that is interesting to you, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on a video. I have a lot coming up. I can't wait. Now, we also have a lot of kind of resource books coming up. So we have a science book. If you are new to my channel, I have a biology degree as well as a master's of science in nursing, and I teach about science online, and I have taught about it many other places as well. So science is fun for me to teach, and I don't necessarily know how much I will utilize this, but it is cool to think about it as integrated into literature. So I did find that intriguing. So I'm going to go through and read on a lot of different activities and different books that can be paired with those activities. So I'm hopeful for this one. Same thing with this. My daughter loves building things. She loves the scientific process, and we are really learning that right now. And so just a lot of different ideas of things that she can build with common household items. I'm really excited for this one. We're going to do a lot of STEAM related, or STEM related projects this year. The same thing with this science fusion book. So there are some basic, this book is really good. It's lots of colorful pictures. She's going to want to go through it, and it has a lot of concepts that she already knows, and a lot of ones that are brand new, and there's some activity inside of it. So that's going to be fun. And then this just brought me a laugh. I'm really interested to see what's inside of these. I really don't know when they were created. Let's check. Okay, it was copyrighted in 1980, and it is the Charlie Brown Encyclopedias. So there was actually probably a full set, but I did not get them all because, they're a little bit older, and I don't know what's in them. So I got the one that is featuring your body and featuring people around the world. I hope that one's good. Featuring electricity and magnetism. Featuring sound, light, and air. Featuring what we wear, and featuring the earth, weather, and climate. Are you getting that we are doing a lot of science, even though that's not typical in preschool, pre-K, kindergarten, elementary school? Let's just say we like to incorporate everything into our homeschool experience. We also have a few history type items here. We don't have a lot of history in our homeschool yet. They are still super young, and I'm honestly very overwhelmed with the idea of finding a good history curriculum, one that is, history is always going to be biased, right? But there's got to be one out there that is decent or good. So drop your recommendations down in the comments, because your girl needs them. Okay, but we have a Who Was Anne Frank book, and I usually get one of these books anytime I see the Who Was books. There's the shorter versions, but this is a chapter book. So potentially we will do this as a read aloud. I am Marie Curie. And then we move on to 101 Things to Spot Long Ago, an Usborne book. And we really like these books because you can not just find the items and it's a good activity, but you actually can incorporate learning into each of these things, because a lot of these things she has never seen before. And we'll get to talk about things that were from a long ago, and the concept of history, and how long ago was it, things like that. Same thing here, we have 100 Great Leaders. Again, I know nothing about the accuracy of these books yet, but I'm excited to find out if it's good or not, and I'll let you know. Next, we have a lot of books that were just for fun. So we have Peter Pan, that'll be a read aloud, and this one is for both my toddler and my preschooler or pre-K. I mean, I know there's a difference, sort of, but preschooler. So this has a lot of beautiful pictures, and of course we're learning our letters, but more for my toddler to learn her letters, and we talk about animals a lot. I used to work with animals, lions and elephants and orangutans, oh my, that's me. So I teach about them now. I've taught about it at Disney. So yeah, we're gonna love this book. And it's actually got quite a bit of information in it, so I'm excited. And then we have some more fun ones that she will enjoy reading. So we have our first words book. This one is one that she can practice the like squishing the OWL for sounding out owl and pie. There are some words in here that I've already checked, and they're not the best for the initial decoding with like the science of reading philosophies, but there are some that I'm super hopeful about to get her excited about reading. And then we have the talent show songs. My girls love to sing, and anytime I put a Minnie Mouse book in front of them, they will read it 20 times over. Same thing, we have a Tangled book here. This one actually has astronomy, problem solving, deductive reasoning, and adjectives. It's a leapfrog book. And so not only is it a book, but hopefully I can incorporate some of those concepts in here. I love when books give you ideas, even though I tend to find them pretty easily myself, but I love when books give you ideas of ways to incorporate different themes and kind of an integrated approach. That's cool to me. And then this is Mary Poppins. Oh, I can't wait to read this one. I love Mary Poppins. I have never read the actual original books, but I love Mary Poppins, and I think that it's just a beautiful illustration. So I'm excited to read that with my girls. And then PJ Masks, just ready to read book. Mickey Mouse. And then this is one of this Little Pig books where we get to practice counting, and this is primarily for my toddler, very hands-on. And then we got a lot of these tag leapfrog books. We do not have one of these devices for her to get it read to her, but I can still enjoy reading them, and they were on super sale because this was a bundle and super cheap. A lot of people drop off their old school supplies or things that they're clearing out this time of year in the school supply world, so I really tend to find some really fun finds. Let me know if you found any good ones down in the comments below. But these are just some great books that we're going to enjoy reading. Lots of rhyming, and it's going to be good. It's time! Okay, it's time to do the games. This is hands down the thing that is my favorite. I can make a whole video about every single way that we learn with individual games. I think that learning with games is just so much more fun for the adults and for the kids. So I know not everyone agrees. I think having a well-rounded approach, something with learning in lots of different ways, but oh, I'm excited. So Carmen Sandiego, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? Can you catch Carmen? So this is a game that I'm really excited about because it reminds me of my childhood a little bit, and it might have been made when I was a kid. I don't know. No, 2017 was its most recent copyright. So ooh, I'm excited. And this is just exciting because my daughter loves like the spy activities, but also we get to talk about places around the world with this game. I'm excited to dive into that. Hi Ho Cheerio. This is a classic, something that was really cheap and also is going to be great for her hand-eye coordination, for her fine motor skills, just the counting, just for plain old fun. That's what this game is for. And then we have this amazing game board book. Yes, there are 50 different games and activities in here, and I've already checked, and there's like one or two that are missing a couple pieces, but of the 50, that's a very small percentage. So I'm really excited. This is going to be on-the-go activities and games. Oh, sad day. I need to maybe bring in some baggies. But it's going to be great because we do a lot of road schooling and we travel a lot to get to our community events and things like that. So really excited about this. Now this is Sequence for kids. I don't know if you've ever played Sequence, the regular version that's usually for adults, and that's with numbers, and this one I actually like a lot better. My 4-year-old knows her numbers like that, so she could play that game as well, but this one has slightly easier rules too. You're not necessarily working with a team member, and this one's fun because you get to learn about animals too, or at least my kid does, because I am insisting on teaching her and she likes learning about them. So it's a really fun game and she gets the concept really easily. And she did even when we played this at someone else's house once, and she was still 3, and usually she doesn't like following all of the rules of a game for very long, but she totally can finish this game, so definitely would recommend. Now I also got this Outburst Bible Edition game. I am very interested to see what the questions and answers are like in here, just because I loved Outburst as a kid, and this is the Bible Edition. I think it's way beyond my kiddo and potentially even me, and I haven't gone to seminary or anything, but I feel like, I don't know, we'll see how this goes, but I am interested to see what the questions are like, and maybe we'll get to use it with her one day. Now this game is a animal zoo game where we get to practice her letters. We do fine motor skills. We do a lot of like strategy in this game, like hidden strategy kind of games. And so it's really fun to see her work through that and work through the process of that. And so it was really fun. I did not know what to expect with this game. We do also get to talk about animals in this game. That's me. And it says from ages 3 to 10. I think 3 to 10 would enjoy this game. I have played it with her a few times already. Obviously you can practice your letter recognition, letter sounds, but I would recommend it. I think it's hard to find though. I did look it up and it was hard to find online. So I will look up a couple of these things and try to link what I can find down in the description. I'll do my best. Okay, so this last game is probably the best find. One that I'm super excited about, but also might be a little bit outdated. Actually, I know it's outdated. Most of the information is still going to be great and accurate, I believe, but there are some things that are not around anymore. There's no Soviet Union. There's a couple other things in here that I've already checked out that are not the same as they once were. This was made in 1990, was the last copyright, but there are so much information in here, and I am obsessed and I cannot wait. And anytime we get to learn about geography and culture in different places around the world in a game, what? So I am so excited to learn more. Now that's one of my favorite things about homeschooling, that we get to learn alongside our kids, and I consider myself a lifelong learner. I don't think I always did, but now I definitely do. I think it's so fun, or I didn't realize that I was. But what is your favorite thing about homeschooling? What brings you life? Drop that down in the comments below so that I can get to know you a little bit, and we can all get to know each other. Also, if you want to get to see more of our life day-to-day, some of our adventures, be sure to check out my other platforms where I post more frequently, and check out the Facebook group where we have an easier time communicating and building community. So check out the Facebook group linked down in the description. Pal, thanks for joining me on this lovely thrifting haul. I hope that you find some great stuff at your local thrift store. Let me know if you find anything. What's your favorite thrift store find of this year even, or ever? I would love to know down in the description, or excuse me, in the comments. Wow, it's been a day. Have a great day, pal. I'll see you next time.